Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, February 20th. A lot going on, quite an active pattern. A strong cold front came through the mid-Atlantic region yesterday. It's paved the way for quite an impressive cold air mass, well below normal temperatures for today and tomorrow here in the mid-Atlantic region, with strong winds gusting past 30 or 35 miles per hour or so. That will cause wind chills to be much lower than the actual air temperatures out there, and there can even be an occasional snow shower in parts of the region, especially during the next few hours. This cold air mass will remain right into the end of the week, and then we'll get some moisture here in the mid-Atlantic region from what remains of a very strong storm system that is plowing through the Rockies today and into the Central Plains tomorrow, and it will cause an all-out blizzard in the middle part of the country during the day Thursday, all the way up from the Central Plains to the upper part of the Midwest. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. Strong west to northwest winds here in the mid-Atlantic region, post-frontal system. A cold Canadian high-pressure area dominates the weather seen really in the eastern half of the nation. Meanwhile, out west, here is what remains of the storm that dropped originally from the Gulf of Alaska all the way down the west coast. It dumped some rain on all the way down into Southern California yesterday, and snow at low elevation levels, as it was quite a cold storm, quite cold in the upper part of the atmosphere. This will now cause some significant snow over the Rockies. For example, Denver, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, could get 6 or 8 inches of snow by the latter part of tomorrow morning, and then an all-out blizzard for the middle part of the country here. They're actually getting some snow right now, but the main event occurs tomorrow into tomorrow night. That storm will continue to move to the north and east, produce some significant snow for Chicago and parts of Wisconsin, for example, as it begins to weaken. Some of its moisture will move into the mid-Atlantic region later on Friday, and so I do expect it'll be marginally cold, so there could be a bit of snow, sleet, or rain late in the day on Friday. But the big news is significant snowfall coming for the southern Rockies first, and then tomorrow and tomorrow night for the Central Plains into the upper part of the Midwest. Well, here's a current satellite image, infrared satellite image from the SSEC Wisconsin website. Here's the cold storm that started off in the Gulf of Alaska, now moving into the Rockies. There already is some moisture here in the southern plains here. In the northern areas here, it's snow, in the southern areas, showers and thunderstorms. But once this thing kicks on through here and meets up with this moisture, it'll really set off an all-out blizzard tomorrow in the heartland here, really from Nebraska all the way across Iowa, parts of Missouri, into the upper part of the Midwest. Chicago will no doubt get its biggest snowfall of the year. Meanwhile, back east here today, some low clouds and some occasional snow showers, some heavy snow bands here just, excuse me, downwind of the Great Lakes, just south of Buffalo. They ought to get swamped with snow today as the Great Lakes machine is really turned on with strong west to northwest winds. Well, here's a nationwide look at the current radar. All this is snow here in northern Maine associated with a storm that has developed along that cold front that swept off the east coast later yesterday. Some snow bands here in the mountain region just downwind of the Great Lakes, and again some heavy snow bands causing several inches of snow to fall in places like just south of Buffalo, for example. The winds are perfect today for the southern sections of Buffalo to get pummeled with some Great Lakes effect snow. And again, some snow shower activity right along I-95 corridor. Should not amount to much, but it is a very windy and cold day here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Meanwhile, lots of moisture already gathered together here in the south-central U.S. To the north, it's snow. To the south, it's showers and thunderstorms. Here's the low pressure area that went through California, dumped some cold rain in Southern California and snow in the low elevations in Southern California. That'll kind of join up with this and cause an all-out blizzard tomorrow in the middle part of the country. And overnight tonight, the southern Rockies, places like Denver, Colorado, will get significant snowfall as well. Well, here's a kind of a close-up of the northeastern part of the country from the Penn State EWAL radar site, and this is showing some scattered snow showers here all the way east of the mountains now into the suburbs of Philadelphia, for example. There certainly can be an occasional snow shower over the next few hours along the I-95 corridor. Heavy snow just downwind of some of the Great Lakes region here just south of Buffalo, for example, upper part of western New York State getting pummeled today. The Great Lakes snow machine is turned on, and they'll continue to get heavy snow bands over the next several hours. Well, let's walk through the GFS forecast map for the next several nights. This is from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. Quite an active pattern here. This is for this evening, Wednesday evening. Cold and dry here in the Mid-Atlantic region with winds continuing throughout the day and into the night, and even on the day Thursday, anchored by this strong cold high pressure system here in the southern part of Canada. Meanwhile, here's the southern storm that is moving out over the southern Rockies by tonight, again dumping some significant snow places like Denver, Colorado overnight tonight, and then this will move out into the plains on the day Thursday. Let's now jump ahead 24 hours. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening. An all-out blizzard in a good part of the central plains here with a foot or more of snow and strong wind-driven snow as well. The winds should gust up to 30 miles per hour or so. Places like Omaha, Des Moines, and all the way ultimately to Chicago and Madison should get significant snow. Chicago, again, getting the biggest snow of the year. Some strong thunderstorm activity on the southeast flank of this storm also, which at this time is centered right over Oklahoma. Now, by Friday evening, a couple interesting things going on here. That initial storm continues to move to the north and east, but then it weakens. It'll still produce some significant snow over Chicago and Madison, for example, but in a weakened state compared to the form it'll be during the day tomorrow here in the Central Plains. And as that is weakening, thanks in large part to a block that's setting up here over eastern Canada, and we talked about that NAO going negative a few days ago, and that's contributing to this blocking pattern. Once this weakens, some energy will start to transfer to the coast. And notice that all this moisture is hanging around here in the southeastern part of the country. Initially, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, there will be some moisture associated with this weakening storm moving into the Mid-Atlantic region. Not much, but it could be in the form of snow, sleet, or rain, as temperatures will be marginal. Then all attention will turn down here to the deep south as a low pressure area will gather strength here, and we'll go ahead another 24 hours, but it poses some problems for the northeastern part of the country in the latter part of the weekend, as that'll ride up the coast by the latter part of the weekend. And finally, here is the forecast map for Saturday evening. Again, this is from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. Quite a healthy looking storm here right along the coast here. Again, marginal cold air here. It could be a mixture of rain, sleet, or snow in much of the Mid-Atlantic region. Ultimately, by late Saturday night or Sunday, this could very well turn into another Boston to Providence weekend snow event. Again, the odds are increasing for a significant snowfall in that corridor again from Providence up to Boston in the latter part of the weekend. So we'll continue to monitor this over the next several days, but there certainly are signs for some kind of a coastal storm latter part of the weekend here right along the Mid-Atlantic coast, and temperatures will be on the edge, so it'll be a tough call between rain, snow, and sleet along the I-95 corridor. So an active pattern. Stay tuned to the SIweather.com for updates. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.